Hello, David here, and the project for today is replacing the brake fluid on a 2016 Toyota RAV4. I've done this before on a 2018 RAV4. I've done a video on it. I'll put the link in the upper right corner of this video. If you're watching on Rumble, I'll put the link down in the description below. The process should be pretty much the same between this and the 2018. There wasn't any changes in the model years between the two. I'm going to start with evacuating the brake fluid from the master cylinder. Probably wondering why you have to do it. I've got all the records from the original owner and it was never done. So the car is 8 years old and I like to do this every 2 years. And you're probably wondering, why would you have to do it? Well, brake fluid by its nature is hygroscopic, and that means it absorbs moisture, and it will absorb moisture from the atmosphere. So moisture can be bad in two ways. Moisture in your brake fluid could cause corrosion of the metal parts in the master cylinder or the calipers. And also moisture in your brake fluid raises the boiling point. So if you're traveling through the mountains and you're on your brakes a lot, and when it heats up, your brake fluid could boil out quicker if there's moisture in it. So that's why we like to get it out. How can you tell if you have moisture in your brake fluid? You can't tell by looking at it. You need a tester in order to tell. And rather than buying a tester and worrying about what the percentage of moisture is, I just like to change it every 2 years, and that should be good enough. You could probably get away with changing it 4 years. And if you're only going to keep your car for 8, 9, or 10 years, you probably don't have to worry about it at all. But I keep my cars for 25 years. Be very careful with working with brake fluid. Wipe up any spills immediately. Wash up any spills, because it will melt your paint away if you get any painted surfaces. Toyota calls for .3 brake fluid, and I have some Prestone .3 brake fluid. Not a sponsor. Normally when I flush brake systems, I figure on 1.5 quarts of brake fluid to completely flush out the system, and for this job I ordered 2 quarts. And you'll find the master cylinder right here. I'm going to use a turkey baster that's used only for brake fluid so it doesn't get contaminated. And of course there's a little basket in there that's blocking everything off. And that turkey baster just wasn't getting in there, so I'm using my MityVac, which is going to create a vacuum and draw everything into this cup. Looks like a urine sample. Look how dark that is. Okay, I start on the right rear, then I go to the left front, and then I do the left rear and go to the right front. So I'm on the right rear now. 5/16 wrench fits this bleeder perfectly. Got my MityVac hooked up. Let's open up the valve. Apply some vacuum. There we go. And you just run this out until you get some clean brake fluid coming out. And you're going to have to check that master cylinder reservoir like at every wheel to top it off. Because if you don't top it off, you're going to get air in there and you're going to have to start bleeding all over again. And you have to keep pumping on this MityVac too to keep the vacuum going. I close the valve and now I'm going to dump out what's in this catch can. Now I'm going to go to the front and see if I need to add any fluid to the master cylinder. I just added a couple ounces. I think it's clearer now. Okay, I'm on the left front now. Procedure is all the same. There's no point in boring you with doing this whole thing over again. Just get it started. The front seem to go faster because you don't have that whole line of brake fluid that runs all the way to the back. The line to the master cylinder on the fronts are a lot shorter. I just topped off the master cylinder reservoir and now I'm on the left rear. I guess it helps to open the valve. I'm on the right front wheel. According to my math, that's the last one to do, so I'm on the home stretch. Well, I'm happy to report that the whole process took a smidgen less than 1 quart of brake fluid. Okay, got the wheels on and they're torqued, and I dropped the car off the jack stands. Everything's on the ground. I tested the brake pedal. It's nice and firm. The only thing left to do is a test drive, and that's going to be a wrap. Don't forget to make your father happy and update your maintenance log. I want to thank you guys and gals for watching. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more great videos from David GPO.